Yes, sir.
That was a long intro.
That was a long intro.
We want everybody to get ready for us.
Music.
That's it. That's it. Hey, welcome to another show with the Voices in the Struggle. I'm your brother Reggie.
I'm your main man, Big Ant.
And
And
today we
today
have
we're gonna pay homage. We're gonna get some flowers today while our people living. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You know, when Brother Reggie and I started Voices in the Struggle, we've never been afraid to say what was on our mind. We've always given you the raw and uncut, you know, however unpopular it may be. So it was only right that we would connect with a black media, a black conglomerate of other shows, and be a part of that vehicle getting the real black news out. So, and I'm talking about none other than our black media, formerly All Things Relevant Media. We are a part of, and we have the CEO, the founder, the producer, the everything for our black media, Mr. Julius.
Many hats.
Many hats.
A whole lot.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
all this while running for mayor. I don't know how you do it.
Hey, I'm glad that's over.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, that was something else. I appreciate you guys having me on y'all show, and I'm here to answer all the questions y'all have. Hopefully, I'll give you some good answers.
Yeah.
So, for everybody that don't know, let's tell us a little something about you, Mr. Hall, or Brother Julius, as I call you.
I am from Savannah, Georgia. I currently live here in Port Wentworth, Georgia. I'm married to Dr. Tanya Howard Hall. She's a school board rep. We have a blended family of about 6 kids and 4 grandkids, and looking for some more. But I've been here most of my life, except for the little part that I left for a little while. But I'm here trying to make a difference in my community. I believe that is our obligation, our responsibility as Black men to step up and especially when we see something happening in our communities, to try to fill that void and to try to do something to correct whatever ills might be in our community. And that's what I try to do. I grew up in West Savannah, so Savannah has a uh, dear part of my heart. I love the city. I love the whole Chatham County. So it's only right for me to try to make things right and make things better. Um, uh, Other than that, I'm a political consultant now. I do political work, a whole lot of it. I'm just getting in from doing some now for a candidate. Got another candidate calling me to do some out of town. So I got a whole lot of stuff that I'm doing. I'm just getting in the door an hour ago from this morning at 7 o'clock.
Hey, ain't enough time in the day for you.
Yeah, yeah. And then got to run Our Black Media. But I got a whole lot of help. I can't do it without my guys, all the hosts that are, you guys included, that are doing everything necessary to keep us up and running until we get to the next level. And we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there.
Oh yeah, y'all gonna get there, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's already in your mind. You're gonna get there. So before we start the question answer, Big Ant, let me go over this right quick. Just a couple of little tidbits. So your first show was October 19, 2019. Like Big Ant said, y'all start off at ATR, All Things Relevant Media. We did a few shows on that one. Now you are Our Black Media. The O is for outspoken, the U is for unapologetic, and the R is for real. I love that.
Yes,
I
sir.
love that. Why did you change the name from one to the other?
Well, it was a combination of things. If you look at our ATR logo that's on the screen also, it looks a little bit like the NBC logo. So
Okay,
we
yeah.
said we didn't want to look like the peacock.
Right.
And the person that designed it, she did a pretty good job with designing it, but then we said we needed something else. And so when we went to Our Black Media, we came up with, the logo that's in the top of the screen, so that we can signify what our whole platform is about. It's about giving information to our community because it's not being given to us by the mainstream white media. We don't have a problem with that. That's their media. But this is our media. We're going to give it to you the way that we see that you should have it, raw and uncut.
Right.
Like you said, outspoken, unapologetic, and real. And that's what we claim. That's our claim to fame.
That's right. That's right. No chasing. Straight to it.
No chases.
Yes.
So, before we get into the type of shows you have and how many you have, is there a criteria to have a show on All Black Media? Can anybody show up and say, "Hey, I want to have a show on All Black Media"?
Well, and that's possible.
About anybody.
Yeah. And the thing is, and I have a show coming up with a white host. But this particular host, they care about what we do in the community. They care about what we do in the community. So, especially in the Black community. So they will have a late night show uplifting our community also. It'll be a lot of relevant facts that they put on this show. They already have a radio show. So we look forward to bringing her on in probably late August or early September. So there's no real criteria except that it has to be relevant and something that will uplift our community. We don't want you to come on with some garbage. We're looking for another comedy show so it can fit into that genre because we have 7, 8, 9 different categories of shows, and we only have one comedy show. And I'm looking to try to create another one. Now, if y'all want to be comedians and we all get on there and we tell jokes, hey man, who knows? Big Ant, somebody might get found. That's what it's all about.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
so that's what this is about. This is about we have over 45 different hosts for all our shows, 45, 50 hosts. And nobody gets paid on this. Everybody's doing it out of love so we can try to build something.
Wait a minute, Reggie.
You
You
know,
told me we was getting paid.
Hey man, look here. Had to get you back on here somehow.
Absolutely.
And so,
Absolutely.
you know, but the thing is, we're getting there. Y'all just keep on. We started with one show on October 19th, 2019. Now look where we at. 26
Right.
shows airing currently, 6 shows coming up. We are on the move and we'll talk. I guess y'all asked me about that after a while, where we're on the way to. You know, so we're on the way up. So y'all just stay tuned. And you know, the thing is, Big A and Brother Reggie, I run into people every day. I was doing some voter registration at a restaurant the other day. I do it all, and these ladies came in, and then one guy, and I gave them one of our cards. And the card, I don't have one sitting here. The cards that we have to pass out, I got to send you guys some too, because it don't matter where y'all at, we need to promote all the shows. And they never heard of us, and they from Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got 38,000 people watch this a month, but these people have never heard of. So the thing is, we have to do a grassroots marketing campaign so that everybody locally can be on board with what we're trying to give out. You know, like I said, we got 26 shows airing currently. We got 6 shows in the works with a newscast also coming. So, you know, it's information that we're going to be giving to our community. We're not going to be cutting and filtering it. We're going to give it to you like you should have it.
It's like it's getting bigger by the day. It's already big, so it's getting bigger by the day.
Yes, sir.
So my a question for you. So, you know, you got 26 shows. You know, that's a lot of people, a lot of different personalities. Now, are people coming to you to get on the network, or are you just out there while you networking and doing your campaign stuff or helping up folks? They coming to you. How you find these folks for these shows?
Well, most you know, I created most of the shows out of the 26, out of the 32, 33 shows that we're going to have. I probably created 25 of them.
Oh wow, okay.
So because I know we needed a sports show, so I created a sports show. I know we needed some religious shows, so I created religious shows. Okay. It's all type of shows that I know that we need, and then I run into people that's doing a special thing, has a special skill set that I know our community deserves to hear about, like natural health. So I got a great friend of mine, Dr. Ferrante Frazier. He's a natural health guru. So what I did was talk to him, and he was happy to come in every Monday, every Tuesday at 6:00. His show airs. Natural is a F, and he tells you about natural health. So it's just skill sets that our community has. So I try to get these people to come in and do a show so they can give that information to our community.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, more the merrier. Everybody need to hear all these shows on here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, that's very important, because if you only listen, hey brother.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
How you doing?
How you doing?
All right.
That's one of my.
Only listen to the news media, you be lost.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, you be lost. You wouldn't get the real story. That's why I only like looking at local news. You know.
Yeah, we don't get the news the way they should have it.
Huh?
They don't. We'll give them the news. The mainstream media don't give us the news the way we should have it. They leave out everything that's good in our community, and tell us everything bad. Dr. Bryant, right here, he's one of the people that helped me to get it as far as I've gotten it. So I got a bunch of partners. He wasn't supposed to be on here 30, but I guess he wanted to come on a little earlier. He didn't read his text.
Listen, I'm glad I realized that y'all were live. I was like, wait a minute. I see all these comments. I'm glad I didn't act the way I usually act.
Well, see, and Brother Reggie, Y'all can ask all us these questions now.
That's right. That's right.
James Brown. Look, James Brown. Look at Ike Jr.
We got Samaritan here. We got Bernard. These guys help me, and then there's one more that'll be popping on momentarily. And we can answer all the questions. We're here to tell people that we are the news. Social media is the news. And we're not leaving social media. We're just moving up. We're going to still be on social media and doing other things.
Yeah, because nowadays you find out the news on social media before you find it out on the news, really. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So Dr. Brian and Brother America.
That's gonna be his new name.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna elevate him. Hey, we're gonna elevate him as Bishop America.
Hey, you don't want to do that, boy. I ain't going on that route.
So what got you guys interested in assisting Brother Julius with this venture?
Well, let me offer this here. I can say this. In my life, I know I tell people this all the time. Nobody can do anything by themselves. And I know one thing: my mother and father, had it not been for them, I wouldn't be who I am today. And really, honestly, as I go back to grade school, I never took learning and education for seriously. But a support system helped me to become who I am today. So if I have an opportunity to help somebody, especially one of our somebody in our community, I don't care if it's for free. I don't care what it is. If we do more of that, and I think we talk about this on all the shows. If you bring your talent in, and Reggie brings his talent, and America brings his talent, and I offer my talent, how better our community can be. And so, if you have an opportunity to help somebody, I don't care what you're getting out of it, and you got a gift, God gave you a gift to use. So go use the gift. It ain't always about what you're gonna get out of it, but you gotta look beyond yourself and see how is this helping the community.
There you go. All right, that's right. Because I think, without getting into it, I think that we suffer from instant gratification. You know what I mean? Right. If everybody did a little, nobody have to do a lot. Nobody be out there wearing themselves out.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Bishop America.
Hey, I'm glad y'all, invited me here. Me and my brother Jew, I call him President Julius. We grew up in West Savannah. We went to school together. Julius came up with a group called Cool and Smooth, and that's what we was. And, all the ladies love us, but that's another story.
The Cool and the Smooth.
Cool and the Smooth. That's right.
What I'm talking about.
No, what happened was, I'm crazy. I'm just absolutely crazy. So Julius, he invited me on the show one day on the Rabble, right? And I said, okay, I do it for fun, So I got on there and act the fool and speak my heart. I speak from my heart. Trust me, when something come out my mind, I don't even know. So don't blame me. So we was talking one day, and I said, he said, man, you need to get a show. I said, yeah. He said, man, you crazy. I said, but I ain't no comedian, but I say some funny stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it worked, and that's why it's America After Dark, and Jules is a good guy, man. He always had a vision. He always had a vision growing up, always. You know what I'm saying? We go back and forth, we argue with each other, but we brothers for life, and I love what he was doing, so I jump on board, and here I am.
There you go. That's a beautiful thing now. Yeah. That's a beautiful thing. And what I like about it, there's a bunch of black men on this forum. It's black women that's on the forum. And it's like it shows the community, and when we get into this in a few minutes, the nation and the world, that black people can have a network and talk about different things and talk about the same thing on different shows and still get along together though.
That is. Matter of fact, yesterday, Reggie, we had a couple of young men. Let me tell you something about our young people. These young brothers out here, they think they're much more brilliant than any of us. Them young brothers got on there, that boy spit their knowledge. And the thing is, the fact that we had Bernard, we had another gentleman, myself and Bernard, and we had two 20-year-olds. Right. And that you can bridge that gap and have a conversation. They think way beyond. They think very, very, very much broader than we do.
Right.
But what they said to Bernard and to the other gentleman was, we still need you in this struggle. right? So how important that is too, to recognize that, yeah, we got a generational gap, but if I got a 95-year-old dad in there, if I don't listen to him, well, who am I? I don't know nothing. Now I argue with him.
Right.
It was him who put these bricks on the ground for me to walk.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's it. That's great. And when you said that, Dr. Brown. Now, are there young folk shows on? They got some young folks on the network?
Yeah, we do. We have a college group starting Chats with Brats. They'll be starting in August when school starts back. We have Soul Tribe, which is our staple young show.
So what's that show about, Brother Julius?
Huh?
What's that show about? The one that's starting in August. So if we can give a little thing of what each show is about, or some of them, we can't maybe hit on 26.
Okay, Chats with Brats is 3 college students, 3 female college students going out to Savannah State University, and they'll be having I think it starts at 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and on Mondays they'll be talking about things that happened over the weekend, college life, something the young girls can relate to. My daughter also has a show, Her Light Shines. Her show is on Friday mornings, I think, at 10 or 11. I got the card somewhere, but that's going to be a major show also. These shows can relate to anybody around the country. And Soul Tribe, these guys, this is what Dr. Bryant was talking about a minute ago, who we had on the show on Saturday. He had 2 of the Soul Tribe members on. And Soul Tribe, these guys, y'all go back and look at the Watchdogs from Saturday. These guys are just phenomenal. They're showing you that don't give up on our black men, especially our youth.
Yeah.
These young men have a different mold of thinking, and what we have to do is be there to help them. They're charting their own ways. We just got to be there to help them, to mentor them.
Absolutely.
And that's what the 3 of us do with what we do. And I know, especially you, Big A, you was into everything here. That's what your middle name is, Anthony Mentor Maven. So,
I'm trying to do my part, man. I'm trying to do my part.
And that's what it's all about. All of us doing our part, Yeah. And then we have it's another those are 3 of our those are 3 or 4 of our teen shows, but not teen. What generation? Generation X?
No, I just call them the young generation, because I don't know. I don't know all that stuff.
Yeah, they're from 19 to 20.
Generation Powerful. That's what they are. Generation Powerful.
Generation Powerful. Good.
Yeah.
Good. They are powerful.
Yeah, it is. I want my royalties, Bernard.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So with the 26 shows and the 45 hosts, and that's for forever expanding right now, and I'm thankful for that. What are some things that our black media has on the horizon? What is the way forward?
Well, we like I said earlier, we're looking to have every genre represented. We only have one comedy type show, and that's America After Dark with Bernard, with America right there, Bishop America. And we got and so we need to fill that in. We have 2 religious shows coming, and we started with the religious in the morning. We'll be doing religious programming in the morning with Litway Baptist Church, with one of our partners, Pastor Leonard, Dr. Small. And then we have From the Hood to the Pulpit. That's a show where we'll be. It's spiritual more than religious. It's more spiritual. That show is coming, and we hope to have 2 reality shows that we'll be in talks of trying to make in the next couple of months, because everybody loves a reality show. Life After the Project is one.
So for the reality show, you got to have fine women on there. They got to be acting their ass and wearing some expensive stuff.
Listen, don't get yourself in trouble, boy.
I can bring them.
Don't get yourself in trouble. But you know what? I will say, but America know where to find them. I'm just gonna say, I don't know how. I don't know how. I don't know how.
I bring them, buddy.
Yeah, hey, you need to go and contract that brother right there.
So he's like a bishop then.
Yeah, he's real bishop.
He'll bring your tithes and offering for you.
Yeah. Hey, that's why you got the comedy show, huh?
There it is.
Hey, trust me. Trust me on that. I'm a different kind of. Matter of fact, Julius, I think I may be, since I'm Bishop of America, I think I could bring a whole new different meaning to that religion, right? That show.
I don't know about that.
Hey, this ain't P Valley. Hey, this ain't P Valley with a church fan.
I don't know about that.
He could be the pastor of Chuckalisa.
I don't know where we go. You be blessing everybody.
Yes.
And laying hands on everybody.
Right, laying hands. There it is.
And I let them know you going to the upper room.
Yeah. But Big A, I think that, we have, what I want to do first, before we go to a nightly news show, what we're going to do is have either twice weekly or 3 times weekly newscast from 5 to 5:30 or 5:30 to 6 before our main hours start at 6. We got 6, 7, 8. We always have shows every day at those times. But with our move to where we're going, we're going to have to fill in about 18 hours worth of 16 hours worth of shows, 16 hours worth of
content
every day. So we don't have 16 hours of content every day. We have at least 5 shows every day, which is about 10 hours, anywhere from 7 to 10 hours. So what we have to do is fill that content in. I mean, you can run reruns of shows from the day before. That gives you about 10 to 12 hours. You still have 4 hours of shows every day that you're going to have to fill in that time, or you just going to have blank time. You don't want nobody to come on your we're moving the Roku TV. You don't want anybody to come on and then there's nothing there. So we got to broadcast during those times. So we'll be looking for shows to fill those, but it has to be shows that are relevant and uplifts our community.
Okay, yeah, me and Ant been working on this black soap opera. We're trying to get that popping, so we're gonna come to you. Hospital, all my children, something like that.
Y'all might can be on Life After the Projects. Who knows? Life After the Projects. That's
I am not doing it without Bishop America, though.
Hey, you know what? I do it for free.
There you go.
Life After the Projects. That's the.
But you know what? Let me talk about that real quick about that free thing, Bernard, America. Excuse me. We and this is for our young people. Got to hear this because Julius and I we were looking at a young guy. I won't tell his name, but he out here in Georgia. Young kid we could have brought out, and good comedian and has great potential. The problem with it was, the young brother told me, well, how much I'm gonna get out of it. Let me tell these young brothers something. At the end of the day, when somebody investing in you and they don't even know you, take that as an opportunity to know that one day that blessing gonna come. Stop looking for instant gratification.
Yep.
When Julius gave me an opportunity to do this for about a year ago, it wasn't about no money. But you know what he doing? He giving you a service for free to then promote whatever you got going on. We got to start training our young people to realize everything don't come with a dollar sign. But just like he could have gave you, may not offer, he could have given to the next person.
Yeah.
So start thinking about what you're gonna get out of something, and think about how you gonna benefit the community. Because if you're doing God's work, you're gonna get the blessing back. You ain't got to worry about that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. He put you in front of an audience. That's what he's doing for you. You know what I mean?
And ain't getting no money out of it. I mean, ain't getting no kind of compensation. He can do this all not by himself, but you get what I'm saying. Y'all get it. Y'all been here before. I don't know who this devil bear just came on.
Hey, what's up, Jesus?
Yes, sir.
This is Dr.
What's good?
What's going on? What you got? What's the word?
Glad to be with you, brothers. Glad to be with Brother Reggie, Brother Ant. Glad to be here with y'all. But now I'm gonna let y'all know there is an issue going on. There's an issue going. Don't shake your head, Bernard. I had told him I will not do the show if Bernard is on the show. Bernard didn't want me on his show last night, so I don't want to be on the show. I can't have him. We can't. My agent. This is my contract right now. This is my contract saying me and Bernard cannot be on the show together. No shows together. No more. Because he didn't want me on the show his show last night. It's just about me. It's about me talking, giving my thoughts, my perspective. I don't want RG. I don't want RG. I want James.
About to cry on.
Hey, you know what? Hey,
I want them.
Don't pay them no attention. He got a problem with his contract, and I told him I'll negotiate it next week. You know, don't worry about it. Don't even listen to what he just said, y'all. Don't even listen.
Oh man,
I love him though.
I love you too. I love you too. I love you too. You know, you be right there.
Yeah, and Reggie, that's the kind of fun that we have on our shows. Is us showing that we can get along. It's us showing that there's other events and things that we can get into. On America After Dark every Saturday night at 10 o'clock. Bernard has this. America has this show with Dr. Torre and James Brown, Bernard's brother, and they invite everybody on, and you have all kind of, you're gonna laugh, he gonna cry, you know. So it's fun, and it's a great show, and we're gonna add another comedy show to go with it because we got to fill that content later on. So it's a lot of things that we got. We got a food show coming up. I Cater to You. We're gonna be it'll be a cooking food and cooking show. We got all kind of stuff lined up. Little known Black History Facts is another show that'll be coming up real soon. That's gonna be one of our staple shows because I think the world would want to watch that show because we're gonna be giving out Black History Facts that people don't know about. They'll be saying, wow. And Dr. Torre will probably be one of those hosts there. He already on 5 different shows. Like I told you, I could not do it without these guys because these guys are on show after show helping out to lift it. Of course, we're going to lighten that load once we get everything rolling, once we can get the sponsorships, once we can get the advertising dollars rolling, then we can back up and start just producing. We can start being in the back and just being guest hosts. But for right now, we got to make it happen.
Y'all doing a great job too.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And steady expanding. Now let's get before the show get over with. Now we got to talk about this Ruco TV. How did that come about? The vision of that. That's some exciting stuff you got going on. Tell us more about it.
It's kind of strange that first somebody in Texas called me and said, "Man, I love y'all show." And I said, he said, "Man, I see where y'all can go at with this." He said, "Y'all got all those shows?" Because I put up this. Let me see if I can put it up. This is all our shows. Okay. And I put this up, and somebody saw it, and the guy in Texas, and he said, "Man, y'all got all those shows in your platform?" I said, "Yeah, we're just giving out information and everything." He in Texas, and he said, "Man, y'all need to be on Roku TV." And I said, "Well, we trying to get wherever we can get with this here." So he said, "Tomorrow morning, expect a call." So I got an email. I didn't get a call. I got an email. So the guy sent me an email and told me how I can get it all set up. So next thing you know, I'm in there talking, and so we all got together and with some others. And one of our young people that Dr. Bryant was talking about earlier, Chris Smith. Chris is our director of the Roku TV platform that we're about to do. We put Chris. Chris just turned 23, and we put him in charge of our Roku TV transition. So we'll be moving there after a while. But when the guy called me and he set it all up, we've been talking to them. We launched. We're uploading all our content to Roku TV now. So everybody that if you go into buy a new TV, make sure you get the one with Roku already on it, and so you won't have to worry about anything. You can get you can stream right into our show on Roku TV. If you already got the little Roku box, little device on the back of your TV, you can also get it. You can get it on your computer and you can get it on your telephone if you got a smartphone. So we're being all over the world pretty soon. And like I said, we need somebody to help us to get us to the next level, and that's what we're trying to go at with it because we have some great talent. Dr. Torre right here has information that just needs to be cataloged. Y'all know him. Y'all were here in Savannah at one time, so y'all know the type of history that he has stored up that needs to be documented so that it can live forever. And that's what our ancestors did, so that we could know the history from where we came from. But we got to do the same thing with this. And so part of that Little Known Black History Facts, I would love for him to be a host on that, and we can try to lighten his duties somewhere else, maybe from America After Dark or something. Because he's refusing to go back there. And then he can do something on Little Known Black History Facts so we can start documenting this history.
Okay. That's awesome. That's all. So with the Roku TV, it's like you already can be global right now. You're already global right now. So how y'all feel, individually about your individual messages on your shows getting out to the world? Because that's a way bigger platform. How do you feel about, that being able to reach people that you never thought it would reach ever in your lifetime?
Well, I think it goes back to what I said earlier. If you're doing God's work, you just let God handle the rest, and that's what it is. I like I tell you, nobody on here woke up thinking you would be in any kind of space to help people understand information. That's really what we're doing. We're helping people understand information. Nobody ever thought they would be able to do that. That's an amazing task. It's an amazing gift, right? If you think about that. But if you're given that gift, if you're given that responsibility, if you're given that ability to do that, you take that very responsibly. And so, I love what we're doing in the fact that we're taking information and we're presenting it unfiltered, but we're also talking about topics that need to be talked about in our community, right? And being unapologetic about it. That's the first thing. That's the middle letter, unapologetic. So yesterday, and I'll just speak to Watchdog, is we're talking about Black male success. I don't want to talk about. I'm tired of talking about our black males going to jail. I'm tired of talking about our black males getting hunted. Right? Let's talk about success. Let's change the narrative. Let's talk about how did a 23-year-old tap into, nature, tap into themselves, become self-aware. All these things that we call, oh, you're not a real man. But no, they are real men who are creative and who are smart. And we raise that, we elevate that narrative because it's so important. Because somewhere there's a 21-year-old or younger who wants to be a writer, who wants to tap into the arts, but doesn't want to be called less than a man. Those are real conversations that we need to be having more of. Or like Bishop America here, talking about, what? This is where I messed up. But guess what? I also was a 25-year successful coach, and I'm a father. Having those conversations. So I think the ability to be able to engineer information and present information that's real and that's factual and be unapologetic about the conversations we need to have in our communities.
Yeah, you're right. My thing is this, everybody in America is serious. Everybody want to be serious. Sometimes with me, you have to loosen up because you don't know what everybody going through. Everybody got a story. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what people going through. You may be talking to somebody who may think they want to kill themselves, and then you the last person either can save them or you can put them over the edge. You know what I'm saying? So with me, I just love to laugh, have fun, loosen up, and just enjoy life. You could be here today, going tomorrow, and trust me, I had that experience. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife been together for 35 years, and then we woke up and she no longer here no more. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, enjoy life. I used to be, I was always private. But when she left, I just went crazy, loosen up, and just be yourself. And these three guys, Jamar and RG and Julius, man. And I'm gonna be honest, if it wasn't for them, I probably won't even be on. I probably just go in my shed, hide, and don't come out no more. But these brothers showed me love, and I love them, and we doing, you know, good things for the community. And we're gonna have some people who like us, we're gonna have people who don't like us. But at the end of the day, Jesus got us. Period.
That's right.
There you go.
That's
Yeah.
a great story.
Bro.
I hope you shared that or plan to share that story. But you know, just like you know, you like to laugh and have fun, and this brother Dr. Bryant like to talk about successful brothers. You know, there's room for that. There's also an avenue for the serious brother, because a lot of situations dealing with our serious. You know, there's also an avenue for in a platform to talk about us being hunted, because we have been hunted ever since slavery. So I think there's room for all of us to have that type of conversation. It's just the timing on when we do have that conversation. That's all. And that's the beauty of having different shows, talking to different people. You know, you get different perspectives. You know, we're all on the same path, just taking a different road, I think.
There you go. And let me add something to Ant, what you were saying, because y'all been in Savannah. Savannah's so rich in history that the world doesn't know, and y'all have y'all have something to say. You know, you're giving it to the world from a different perspective. And I was listening to somebody the other day saying something about Atlanta, how Atlanta's on some type stone that makes them musically so superior to the other states and all that. I feel that about Savannah. It's something that's in the water there. You know, that when you give it to the world is going to grab onto it, and they're going to release on to y'all. So,
and that's a Teray thing all day, man. Let me tell you something. The more you listen to Teray, and I want my check for this, Jamal. The more you listen to him, the more you realize the value of our community, the importance of our community, and the urgency of our community. You know, I knew my father grew up here, has been here 95 years, and so I knew a little bit about Savannah. But when I did a podcast with him a couple of probably months ago, but just to hear him and Teray talk about the just richness of this city, and to know that MLK was ours, right?
Yeah.
And that it was taken. You know, and that now we're questioning what we're gonna do with it. Well, give it back. But you know, just to understand that and to understand what, you know, after we got the show, so what was 10 City, and to know that what that was about. If our young people knew that, they wouldn't be out here in these streets killing each other. They wouldn't be out here worried about poverty. They'd be creating businesses, right? But I'm gonna hush because I think, Teray, if you're not frozen, and I know you ain't frozen, you're playing right now.
It looks like he frozen.
Right, he played
the best in the world at that.
Hey,
he's so good at it.
He's
always frozen.
I've been frozen the entire time. The entire time. When y'all came at me, I was frozen the entire time. I was frozen. Everybody frozen the entire time. I've been frozen the entire time. That's right.
But I'm gonna let him do it. He do it more justice than me. And then you bring in, man, let me tell you something. Without Teray, man, let me tell you something. Y'all missing out on the Go Get You culture. That we are all, you know, connected. I mean, just go ahead, brother. I'm gonna shut up because I don't know as much as you.
No, I just tell people what we do. Like with our show, Run Tell That, is provide information, give people insight and information, because that's what we tell folks. People need that, and that we need people to see our people and see what they're doing. It's a combination of things, because again, it's crucial for us. It's something that we call proximity bias. Proximity bias. And this happens for us. I tell folks it happens in our families, it happens in our neighborhoods, it happens in our communities, it happens in our cities. It happens with us because if I don't feel good about myself and I don't like myself, anybody that's tied to me and connected to me from that same world that I'm from my family on, then I guess what? I don't think y'all any good either. Yeah. And so what I will do, I'll look at somebody that's in New York or somebody in LA, and I tout them. I'm going to talk about how great they are, and I look afar. Proximity bias, that's what happened, because somebody's close to you or somebody's from the same world as you, and you don't value the world that you're in, then guess what? You dismiss it. My thing is that I never understood that, because that's not the world that I came from out of. The world that I came of, the world that I grew up in, with my family and everyone else, that there was nothing negative that I knew about anything Black. I never knew anything negative about being Black. My entire world was a world that it was positive, it was good, it was great. I knew that Black people were the greatest thing ever on this planet. I knew that as a child. And I tell folks, I had to go to college to not understand what people were talking about when they talk about these negative things about being black, like black male, black this. I mean, I never, black this, and I get so negative. I didn't understand it. Every time I knew a black was something positive. So for me, that's why I'm like, what I have to do is make sure I'm putting it out to the folks so we can go and change again with the mindsets of people. And so that's what we see. And we look at this platform, Our Black Media, being a platform that can be done and that should be done, that is needed to be done. And so Voices, in the struggle, when y'all had me come on, it's the same thing, because I understood that is a voice that is needed for our people. Our people need to hear this. And when it comes down to it, some of the things that topics that y'all have tackled were necessary topics that need to be tackled that some people did not want to talk about. But it's real. And that when I tell people, when you up here and you ain't really down, you up here, you floating around, you make it seem like everything is hunky-dory. We're like, no, it's not. Our people are in a fight right now. Our communities are in fights right now, and people are afraid to stand up for them, but the people want champions. And so Voices in the Struggle has been part of the champions. Our Black Media has been a part of the champions now that is necessary for all of us. And, my thing is like saying, hey, this ain't just a Savannah thing. This is a story of all of us. This is Black people around the entire world.
Yep. That's true.
But I still ain't supposed to be on with Bernard Brown. I don't care what nobody say. I ain't supposed to be on.
Hey, you know what? Can y'all please
be a president for the struggle, brother?
Hey.
My struggle ain't his struggle. So,
hey, can y'all please tell RG and Jesus, I'm older than them. Can they start respecting me?
No. Man, and going back to that, hey, y'all, I forgot what episode it was. It was my favorite episode of America After Dark. And so, Teray, we did a high five. We took over. We took over, Reggie.
And that's all we're going to do. We're going to drive Bernard so crazy that he's just going to walk off the show, and we're going to have the show. That's what we're going to keep. That's what we're going to drive him crazy. And see, Julius is just going to sit right there, and he be like, we got to feel the show, Bernard. We got to feel the show.
So hold on.
What I told him when me and you and him was on the phone last night. What I told him, Jew.
I don't remember what part.
Hey. Huh?
I told him I was gonna give him a cap.
Oh yeah.
But Reggie, now check this out. Now this is the Double Bed Network. So how did America come after all our shows and get the best intro, get all these perks and whistles and a flag, and we got to do our own thing? We're gonna protest.
Like, you see what I'm going through?
How y'all take these people's show over though? How y'all take these people's show? See, that's what I'm talking about right there, brother Rick.
It's called remix.
The devil gonna get mad.
Remix.
Hey,
remix.
Hey,
They
don't worry
act like they
about
the
it.
host of this show.
I know it. They're trying to take over.
So when everything, go ahead.
No, I'm saying that's okay. We're having a conversation, but let me publicly thank Dr. Brother Torre for you being on 5 shows for one. But I appreciate you always going live and telling what you live on location, and you're telling what's happening in Savannah. And I've always loved your live videos, and I appreciate that. And one time I was somewhere and you were performing, and I was sitting in the car. The parking lot was supposedly empty, but I was sitting in the car. You pulled up, got dressed. Then once you got dressed, from the moment you left the car until after you finished, you were in character the whole time. I said, look at this brother when no one is around, he's still in character. You know what I mean? And I can appreciate that. So Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. And we're glad to be here. Glad for the invite from Julius Hall, president. And glad to get you and Brother Reggie. Y'all been doing the thing, so and I'll be proud to be a part of it. Again, part of y'all movement.
Yeah. So how much you paid him to say that, Jamal?
and I was about to say something nice about Bernard Brown. I was about to say something nice. I was just about to say something nice about, but see how he just going to spoil it right there. But I was going to say this one thing that Julius talked about. Julius talked about Bernard and RG, my brother, that they have been the ones that have helped carry this. I'm going to say this wonderful load. It's not a burden. This wonderful load to get us to another level. And so that's why I'm excited about what's going to happen for all of us, for all the shows that are tied to our Black media. I'm excited because just like Voices in the Struggle, that again, this is something that again, it's not just say a Run Tell That or Watchdogs or Rabble or America After Dark or literacy, financial literacy, or or Ebony Sports Report. It's that all of us. And that Julius said something and that's why I was like, that's what it's about. That someone else might see one of the shows, see Voices in the Struggle, and they'd like it. And they're going to take it to another level. But then what happened, Voices in the Struggle now will bring along some of us also with regard to that. And that's how we work as a family. And that's what it's about. And some people don't understand that concept, but I'm saying I'm glad that we can. That's why I say again, we ain't got no bias to one another. We all know how good we are. And we got the confidence and we let each one of us do what we're good at. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
There you go. So when this take off like it's gonna take off, and all y'all gentlemen, like I said, y'all become household names. I just need to know who's gonna be David Ruff and who's gonna be Otis Williams. Who is those people gonna be?
Bernard Brown.
No,
Eddie King off the 5 Hobby.
Oh no, I ain't tripping. Don't sound like might be Eddie King. Y'all ain't right. I'm gonna be P Diddy. I'm gonna sign myself up for. I'm about to be I'm gonna be up now. No, I'm gonna be Jay-Z. That's it. Never mind.
Brother Reggie, that's a good question because with the people who do this, there was one guy like Dr. Bryant said earlier that we talked to last week, and he's a comedian that ain't he ain't up on the national stage yet.
Pretty
and
funny as
we were
hell.
offering him to come and do a show here, to add on to our comedy categories, and he wanted to know what he was getting paid. and I mean, I understand him, but still, and I tell him nobody's getting paid here yet. Maybe later on somebody will. Maybe you might get found, and maybe you will take the whole platform with you and put us on that next level. And that's what it's all about. We got several talk shows here that y'all show in particular that might go national, and somebody pick you up in the syndication, and then you bring us with you. Y'all might be the next Montel Williams, Dr. Oz, or something, Steve Harvey. We don't know.
Yeah.
So we are doing this here. We're not experts at it. I throw people in the water and let them swim. When we first started, my partners told me to just work on those shows right there. We done got up to 10 shows. And one of the people that started, y'all know, Alicia Air Scott. Air is the one that gave me the idea to do this. I was only doing one show. She said, why don't you get those other 3 shows out there and y'all come together and y'all get on a platform. And so that's what I did. I talked to the other 3 shows. I brought them together. We all started. Now we're all here. One of them is not with us anymore. They're still doing the show, but we're all still here. We do what we do. And that's what it's about, the success of this platform. It's not about money. It's about the success. If it was about money, none of us would be here, So eventually and hopefully we're going to go from 38,000 to 300,000. And that's when we can start revenue sharing. That's when everybody can get a part of whatever we're doing. Maybe, 1 or 2 of us can be found and go on to the next level and bring the whole platform with them and put us on that other level. We're doing, Sean Puffy Combs is a billionaire. He got Revolt TV, but he only got 4 or 5 shows on it. It's quality shows, but he got 4 or 5 shows. We got 30, something shows in the works.
Mm-hmm.
Everything from mental health to finance to sports. We got everything that you could want. Natural health, cooking. We got a real estate show fit to start. We got politics. We got incarceration to incorporation, talking about getting out of prison and going into business. We got it all. We got a score business date show where it's a dating 2-hour show Friday night at 8:30 to 10:30. We got everything. So y'all just be on the lookout for us doing bigger and better things with these reality shows and with the other 6 shows that we have coming. We'll see what's happening.
I do hope we
ready. We ready to see it. Like I said, it's big now. It's gonna get bigger.
Yeah, Big Ant was saying something.
I do hope we start monetizing and getting the revenue, but I do like the fact that it's nobody gets paid. It's all volunteer. You're here because you want to be. You're here with the heart to do better. You know what I mean? I do like that.
It's like young children or us as young adults. We play basketball and football. Do it for the love.
Yeah.
You go to college, do it for love. You make it to the pros, okay, you're gonna get paid. It's like the same concept. You're doing it for the love right now.
Oh Lord, I didn't notice that we had 92 comments. I haven't been paying attention to it. I'm sorry.
You gotta be mindful of. You gotta be mindful of those.
Our producer, our engineer didn't show up tonight. I got an intern engineer.
We're gonna Donald Trump her. You're fired.
Yeah, I got so caught up in our conversations that I haven't even looked. I'm sorry to those people that have been commenting, but it's in the when they see the reruns, their comments. But we had 92 comments, and I didn't see any.
But for the record, Issa is a Republican. Just so y'all know that, Reggie and just want to know.
Yeah, I think we get trolled. That's where the comments are coming from.
Yes. Trump in 2024. Van Johnson in 2024. Brian Kemp in 2022.
And he just had lunch. He just had lunch with Stacy the other day.
Yeah.
Hey, free food ain't nothing wrong with a free meal.
Don't say that publicly. Don't let that be known. Because I'm a good Negro. I'm a good Negro.
Oh, you wanted a good one.
Yeah, brother Ed. Yes, I am, brother Red. Yes, I am. Yeah. I'm a good Negro. I'm not like them. I just associate with them so I can share information. To my Republican compadres.
He ain't gonna cross the gun line.
Listen, we would love to have you guys back on the show so we can talk about some topics and stuff and get everybody's different perspective. And Brother Reggie and I will make ourselves available if you need us to be on your shows as well.
Okay.
Awesome. Before we go, I want to put this up so everybody can see our shows. So I'm put it up for a few seconds so everybody can see it. On Mondays we got I Cater to You in your business. That's our business show. I Cater to You is our food show. Is there a way to put that up there, Bernard? No, it's not. Candidly Keisha, that's politics. Lens on real estate, that's our real estate show coming. Chats with Brats, that's our new show coming with the college students that I was telling you about. Our vulnerable communities. This is where one of our shows where we talk about the vulnerabilities in our community. Natural as F is our health show, natural health show. Living Proof, that's with the Love Alchemist, Von Jackson. Alicia Miller Blakely, that's another politic show with Alderwoman Alicia Miller Blakely, and Candidly Keisha is Alderwoman Keisha Gibson Carter. On Wednesdays, we got Trapping It. That's one of our young shows. Run Tell That with Dr. Torredas right here on the panel with you. The Rabble, that's our number one show on the whole platform. That's our Wednesday show at 7 o'clock.
Yeah,
9
it
o'clock
would
is an
be the
awesome
number one
show.
show.
9 o'clock is an awesome show, Unjust. Y'all need to watch that show, 9 o'clock on Wednesdays. She talks about all the unjust criminal convictions and criminal things that happen to us in the Black community. Thursday mornings, we got Mona Lisa Monroe show. She's our new Wendy Williams. Taking the Journey Together, that's our relationship show with the Butts, Craig and Sharon. Two therapists and a microphone. That's our mental health experts out of Atlanta. We got 2 doctors do that show at 7 o'clock. That time is 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. That's a misprint. Ebony Sports Reporters is every Thursday. That's with the 4 of us right here. We on that show. Express Opinions with Lynn Roberts. That's our 9 o'clock show on Thursday. Financial Sins. That's our number 2 show on the whole platform. Some weeks they overtake us. Incarceration. Financial Sins is our financial show. Incarceration to Incorporation. That's our from prison to business platform. It is what it is. That's Jay Jones with his tidbits on all things politics. Score Bigger Dating. That's the show with Razzle Dazzle. Walter Davis with his show. It's a great show that we just added to the platform a couple of weeks ago, about 3 weeks now. And then Saturday you got the number 3 show, The Watchdogs.
Why gotta be 3?
We had number 3. Speak Freely is no longer here. Tell It Like It Is. That's Pastor Dr. Leonard Smalls on Saturdays at 6. Straight Talk. That's once a month with Groover Thornton. He's our 88-year-old historian that just tells it like it is, tells it raw. On Saturdays at 10, you got America right there. America After Dark, his show. Listen to it. We make it happen on that show. And Little Known Black History Facts. I'm almost finished on Sundays. That's a show that's coming up. Yup, this is going to be a world-renowned show. Everybody will be talking about it because we're going to be giving up history facts that Black people don't know, but white people won't know it either because we're going to bring it from the hood to the pulpit. That's our religious show that's coming up. It's going to be great. We'll be talking everything spiritual. Voices in the Struggle. That's the show we're on right now. Every Saturday at 7 o'clock. That's our boys, Big Ant and Brother Reggie. And then every Sunday at 7 o'clock. And the last but not least, Life After the Projects. That's Life After the Projects is that's one of the reality shows that we have in the works. So y'all stay tuned. These are the shows that we have. We got a nightly newscast that we're going to be putting together because I got the interns coming from Savannah State that will be helping us with that and Georgia Southern. And shouts out to all our hosts on all our shows. Y'all share. Thank y'all, Brother Reggie, for inviting us, and I appreciate you all for being where we're going at.
Yeah. Appreciate you back, brother.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for taking the time, man. It's been a pleasure. You know, I'm looking forward to talking more with Dr. Bryant and Bishop America and always and always my brother Dr. Torre. So it was a beautiful session tonight. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
All right, now.
Thank you.
That's right. Till the next time.
We don't like Tompkins High School. We do not like Tompkins High School.
That's a Wolverine hater.
Yeah, that's a warrior. He warred himself on out. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we didn't worry about him. Good night, everybody. Y'all stay tuned. If you look at the closing outro that's about to be played, it'll show all the shows that we got. Y'all stay tuned.
All right.
Y'all be good, bro. So we can share it, so I can share it too.
Sir?
Can you send me that picture so I can share it on social media?
Which one?
The one you just had up.
Oh, yeah. And I'm going to send you some cards so you can give them out to everybody.
Okay.
All right.
All right, y'all have a good one.
I like that. like this.